All right, welcome into House Call with Jerry and Terry. Week 8 in the NFL, brought to you by DraftKings, presented by DraftKings. The roller coaster of the NFL season is moving right along, and it promises to be a month full of tricks, treats, and, of course, touchdowns. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Running it in from the one or an 80-yard bomb, we don't care how they score touchdowns. We want to bet on them. DraftKings heard us and is delivering. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. Here's a reason for new customers to do a touchdown dance of their own. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet on touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HOUSE. That's code HOUSE for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, welcome into House Call with Jerry and Terry. Week 8 in the NFL. Jerry, the runner-up of Stoolvivor. Tough break.
Tough.
You rode our guy. Did you do it because you needed the parlay to cash, and that's why you went with Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, I was just like, fuck it. You know, we started this show. We're close. We're about to hit it. Let me pick Jaden Daniels. It is what it is. Second place.
I think he would have scored if they scored 40 and he played.
Rico, I think so too. They were running the ball early on with them. He ran the ball 3-4 times already. One for like 40, 50 yards. I think he was in the game plan to run a lot. It just came back to bite me in the ass. He got hurt. Whatever. I got the $10K free bet. It's in my account now. I haven't decided what I'm going to use it on.
College basketball's in 2 weeks. I know this is a football show, but if you want a college basketball pick in 2
Bama,
weeks, maybe.
Bama, game one?
Bama, game 1 against UNC Asheville. We'll just root for threes. Maybe pick one guy is over threes. I'm just saying. They're a lot of fun. But no, all touchdowns. The good news is Stoolvivor is starting back up again this week. So we'll get into that. I kind of like somebody a little bit crazy. We can get into that. But it's going to be $25K bonus bet, $500 for the highest odds each week. So we'll roll that out as we go. So we got the parlays. We got Monday night. A short card this week because your Steelers and my Giants play against each other on Monday night. So it doubles up. So we'll get into it. Thursday night football. A couple of stats. The away team has scored 30 points in each of the last Thursday night football games. In the last 3 Thursday night football matchups, 5 of the 6 teams have scored 24 or more. There have been 16 offensive TDs in those games. 13 were passing. So if you like the ball on the ground, this is not the spot for you, so to speak, with these Thursday night games. Just the way the stats are pointing. It's Minnesota at the Rams. Cooper Kupp back in the lineup. Vikings have allowed 8 pass TDs in the last 3 games. Kupp leads the Rams in slot targets despite missing 4 games. He's plus 110. Here's my pick. Colby Parkinson, plus 295. Tight ends are averaging 6 targets and 40 yards a game against Minnesota. I like a tight end. Always like the tight end at 3-1, 295. You can give me him. Aaron Jones, minus 135. Opposing backfields are running the ball 23 times a game for 106 yards a game. Rams have allowed 6 rush TDs in 6 games. Or Jordan Addison, plus 210. Addison has had catches of 26 yards in all 3 games since returning from injury. He only has 1 TD this season after scoring 10 as a rookie. So it seems like he's due. Which way are you leaning on these? You also have Justin Jefferson if you want to lay juice. You got a lot of obvious choices here. I'm going with Colby Parkinson. Colby Parkinson.
I'm going with big plus money here. Plus 265. Tutu Atwell, fastest guy on the field. I feel like he'll break one. Vikings are a really good football team. Very good defensively. They're going to have to take some shots, the Rams, down the field. Tutu Atwell, he got the speed to beat them. So that's my pick this week.
Okay. Sunday Night Football, Dallas at San Francisco. Man, this is one that you thought was going to be a star-studded event. This is a clunker of a game.
I know.
Or
injuries,
injuries. 2 teams that are just a mess. 2 inefficient offenses in the red zone. You got Jordan Mason minus 165. Ayuk is out to a knee injury. Deebo Samuel is just in the hospital with pneumonia. Jawan Jennings is banged up. This right now, the healthiest wide receiver for San Francisco, Jerry, if you could believe this, is Ricky Pearsall, who got shot earlier this year.
In the chest, too.
Crazy. Absolutely fucking
that
crazy.
Must be so cool getting... Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but it must be cool getting shot in the chest and surviving, though.
Yeah, it's a tough place to survive. Like Bobby Bacala got shot in the ass because it's a meaty spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But imagine how much of you're whatever, you're talking to a girl or whatever, you go to have sex and she takes off your shirt, you take off your shirt and she's like, oh, what's that? It's like, I got shot in the fucking chest.
Where did 50
And then he just dicks her down.
Where did 50 Cent get shot?
All along his
the face,
body, and then in his face. Yeah,
He got shot 9 times?
yeah.
Jesus Christ. So what do you think is the baddest way to get, I mean, probably shouldn't go down this rabbit hole, but shot in the face, Jerry, is pretty crazy too.
Yeah, shot in the face is probably the craziest one, I would say. But chest is probably second.
Worst place to get shot is easily the dick.
Yeah, penis shot. Yeah, that'd be the worst place.
Put a hole in there? No thanks. There's already one hole at the top. I don't need another one. That's house call talking shots. That's how we go. Jordan Mason minus 165. Mason hasn't scored in 3 weeks after scoring 3 times in the first 4 games, so he was hot. When teams run 20-plus times a game against Dallas, they're running for over 100 yards on nearly 6 yards a carry. With 3 wide receivers down for San Francisco, you got to think they're going to pound the ground, right?
Yes.
Okay, George Kittle plus 125. Kittle has scored 3 TDs against Dallas in 2023. Dallas has allowed 97 yards and 3 TDs to tight ends in their last 2 games. Jalen Tolbert, who cashed for us a couple of weeks ago. I know that hurt you, but that was the last touchdown of the game against Pittsburgh. But plus 265. He's a primary slot guy. He's tied on the second on the team in targets. And Rico Dowdle. Give us how you say that name again?
Dadui.
Rico Dowdle plus 165. Running backs have scored 7 touchdowns against San Francisco so far this year. I'm going to go with Kittle. I like Kittle. Tight ends.
I like it.
Tight end theme plus 125. I'm going to go with Kittle. What do you like for Sunday night?
I mean, I'm going to lay the juice here. I'm going to pick Jordan Mason to score a touchdown. I know it's chalky, minus 165, but I think the Niners are going to run the ball a lot. Their receivers are banged up and hurt, not playing. So, yeah, I'm going to take Jordan Mason in this game.
Okay. A lot of stats for Monday Night Football. There have been 10 Monday Night Football games this season, averaging 52 points per game. 8 of the Monday Night Football games have gone for over 43 or more. 5 of the Monday Night Football games have gone for 50 or more. Giants, now this is where it gets contradictory. The Giants games are 1-6 to the under. Steelers games are 3-4 to the under. This is your team. You're more locked in than me on the Giants because the Giants were going up against the Mets on Sundays, and you know what I mean? And the Giants are just a bad watch. Let's just be honest. They're a bad watch. You're locked in on the Steelers, change of the quarterback. Which way do you think you see some points in this game, or what do you see?
I think, I do a little bit. I think Malik Neighbors gets his. I think, Daniel Jones tries, his best to push the ball down the field this game. Steelers defense is real. I mean, it's really good, but they are coming off their biggest win of the year so far against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. They played lights out. I don't expect them to play lights out again, so I think there will be points. I'm going to go with Jaylen Warren in this game, plus 245. I seen that, like, Jaylen Warren spark again, where it's like, oh shit, okay, he's fully healthy, he's back, he's running hard again. I think he gets a touchdown this week. So yeah, plus 245. I like Jaylen Warren.
All right, so I'm gonna give you. I think the Giants can't do anything on the ground, but I'm gonna go with.
I don't think so either.
But
Neighbors though,
I don't want to go with Neighbors. I want to get real juicy. Running backs have scored 4 straight games against the Steelers. I'm going with Devin Singletary.
Yeah, plus 290.
Yeah, so let's see what that cooks up to be.
I like that. That's a good play.
1,300, Jerry. Let's lock it in right now, the Monday night thing. Monday night parlay, that's what it's going to be. 13-1.
I like that a lot.
So we'll tell Jack to cook that up right now. Yeah, I think the Giants can get in on the ground. I don't think they'll be pushing Daniel Jones too much. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to get hurt. Yeah. He is the best runner, but it's Jaylen Warren and Devin Singletary, 13-1 if you can get that. So that'll be cooked up for Monday night. Let's text Jack's that right now.
Could you imagine if Russ rushes another touchdown in and then comes and hands me the ball? I'll be in the end zone, first row.
You gonna have a sign?
Yeah, I don't know. Should I have a sign or is that corny? Are we too old?
Are you right on the? You talking about you're right on the thing?
I'm first row in the end zone. Yeah, field club.
I think you got to have a sign.
I think you got to have a sign. Like, what is it? What's the sign?
Sussy for Russie?
Sussy for Russie, yeah, for the merch.
Yeah, maybe for the merch. Or like biggest fan, would love the ball. Like
number one Russie Rider. Number one Russie Rider.
Yeah. Sussy for Russie has been your thing, though. You got to go with that.
Yeah.
We locked in who we like, but we'll just give you some stats. Najee Harris rushing for 100 yards and a TD in each of his last 2 games. He's plus 105. George Pickens plus 140. Now, Wilson loves Pickens. He only threw to 3 wide receivers last week. 9 of those targets Pickens had 9 catches of those 16 targets and 111 of those 162 yards. So he loves Pickens. Devin Singletary plus 290. Running backs have scored 4 straight against the Steelers. And Wan'Dale Robinson plus 400. Primary slot guys are averaging 50 yards per catch against Pittsburgh this season. It's hard to take a Giant, man, the way their offense goes.
I know.
But
I know. If you had to take a sleeper team to win the Super Bowl right now for a future, who would you play? Like a sleeper where like
I wrote down only
talking
6
about them
teams.
a little bit.
I wrote down 6 teams right now that I think can win the Super Bowl. Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore, Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay.
I think that's fair.
You know what I mean?
Those aren't sleepers though.
No, they're not sleepers. So I guess it's gonna sound stupid because they're a sleeper as the 2 seed, but like maybe Houston outside of that group, or you can still fire away on the Bengals. Like if Burrow can get it going. But no, I don't know, man. I think it's kind of top heavy. Like the wild card teams, like you guys, I've been kind of shitting on you guys because like, Jerry, you got to be honest about your wins as well.
100%. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Ready? Like you got to be honest. Falcons, okay. Broncos, okay. Chargers, okay. You lost to the Colts and Cowboys who are both like not great. You beat the Raiders and you beat the Jets. That's how you get to 5-2. Now you're not apologizing. You're not giving it back. But like, that's where you're at. You know what I mean?
I do think Russell Wilson is going to be pretty damn good. I do. I
agree with that.
I don't know, man. I just feel like he's got weapons. He's got a good defense, a really good defense. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over, I think we'll be in a good spot. I don't think the Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl. I think they have a chance to win a playoff game or two. You know, right now, if they rattle off a couple more wins in a row, maybe I'll be like, oh shit, well, this team could win the Super Bowl, you know, but I don't think they could win it yet.
But the other thing is, like, you look at the Colts, like the Colts 4 wins. We touched on this on Pick Central. The Colts 4 wins. Bears, okay. Steelers, good. Titans and Dolphins. Like, so that's the Colts right now, and they're holding a wild card spot. You look at Denver at 4-3. Denver. Bucks, good. Jets, bad. Raiders, bad. Saints, bad. These are the teams holding wild card spots. That's why, like, as much as I think the Jets are dead in the water, like they're kind of not because they have Aaron Rodgers and they can bounce back, and the Cincinnati Bengals can bounce back. Like, I don't think there's much weight to be held in this wild card race for the NFL, especially the AFC.
No, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. All right. So Stoolvivor, coach me through it, man, because I was out in week 1. There's no buybacks. The guy I like for the parlay, it might not be the guy I picked for Stoolvivor, but this is the one I just love. I think the Ravens are going to score a lot of points. Rashad Bateman plus 185.
No, you can't pick that for Stoolvivor.
I'm not going to pick it for Stoolvivor. I think I'll probably take Derrick Henry because I think they're going to pound it in against them. But Rashad Bateman is who I'm putting in this parlay at plus 185. I just love it.
Rashad Bateman?
I mean, he's got a lot of targets. He's got 3 touchdowns. Like, he's playing well. They spread the ball out.
No, he is playing well. I'll give you that. He is playing pretty well.
So if you look at Ravens stats, you got Zay Flowers at 34 receptions, 412 yards, and a TD. Rashad Bateman, 21 receptions, 394, and 3 TDs. He leads the team in receiving touchdowns. You know who else is quietly coming back too? Is fucking Mark Andrews.
Oh yeah,
he's coming back.
I mean, I think they're the best team in the NFL right now. I know
they
Chiefs,
lost to the Chiefs, but I
know that. I think they look the best.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You just don't want to peak too early. That's what the Ravens do. They peak too early, and then it's like, what do we do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right. So I'm putting in Bateman for the parlay. Who are you putting in for the parlay?
Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. plus 155.
Okay.
He's not my Stoolvivor play. Jordan Mason's my Stoolvivor play.
Okay. So do you think I should go with Derrick Henry for the Stoolvivor?
I mean, he scores every fucking week.
I know. I got to see one through.
I know.
All right. Marvin Harrison plus 155. Bateman plus 185. So already that parlay is at 626. Now we could go to the voicemails. Jetski says we got to load voicemails. But I got a celebrity pick that I got from Pick'em today. Would you like that?
Okay. I like that.
Big Cat likes J.K. Dobbins.
Okay. Yeah.
I said, give me a touchdown score. He said Dobbins.
Okay. Yeah. He's been pretty good with touchdown scores, Dan. He has.
Yeah. So that's 12-32.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So we're chasing. We now have a parlay on the board for 12-32 and 13-1.
Yeah, we're trying to get them.
We're trying to get them big, but we've been good. We've been giving out a lot of info. We almost swept the Bucks game last week. Also, we had a Lamar touchdown called back.
That was bullshit. Yeah,
in that game. So
that was not even a holding. That was not holding at all.
Or in the Monday night game, we almost swept that. Like we're doing.
Have you seen? Okay, did you see Rico in the Steelers game where Minkah Fitzpatrick jumped over and blocked the extra point?
Yeah, I thought you can jump off of the center.
Yes, you can. Now, what I don't understand is Tomlin in his press conference said he talked to New York. New York said they fucked up the call, right? That shouldn't have been a penalty. It should have been a blocked extra point. Why don't we have rapid replay for that stuff? I don't understand that.
I don't know either. I think there's a lot of problems with what is a catch. Like, what happened to? Can we still review pass interference anymore?
No, I don't think so. They got rid of that.
They got rid of that. Like, it's a lot of nobody knows what a catch is. Here's my biggest issue. Okay, we'll end on this. It's my biggest issue with the NFL. They review all scoring plays. Okay.
Yep.
Review all scoring plays. That means when they call a guy in and they call it a touchdown, they say it's a scoring play. But when they don't call it a scoring play, the team has to review that.
Exactly,
I remember a game when it was New England against Pittsburgh and Gronk
Jesse James.
Yeah, maybe it was that. But I remember Gronk getting hit on like the 2 or 3 and spinning and trying to stick the ball out over the goal line. He got it over the goal line. They review it or they say live, no, he's down. He's down at the 2. He's down at the 2.
Wait, you mean that was a Steelers player?
Okay, then it was a Steelers player. I thought
that was
Gronk.
the Jesse James play. That was the Jesse James play.
All right, I remember it.
I was at that game.
This was years ago, though.
Yes, I was at the game.
I'm misremembering it.
That would have hit my parlay. I'll never forget. I had like $300 on a parlay in the Steelers game to win I think it was like 3,000 or 4,000. If the Steelers score a touchdown there, all I had left was Steelers money line.
Right.
They probably would have won the game, but they called it back. No touchdown. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but they call it back, but they don't review. It's not that they call it back. They review it live, or they just rule it on the field as no touchdown, and now a team has to waste it. They should look at it no matter what, because that is technically a scoring play. Like, what's the deal with that? So that's my biggest gripe. But
who the fuck knows?
Overall, we want scoring plays. Shout out to DraftKings. So we got a 12-32 parlay, and we got a 13-1 parlay. With that, we'll keep going through Stoolvivor. We'll keep going through touchdown scores. Anything big picture you want to end on? Your team is good. I think your team can make the AFC Championship game with that defense.
I think their defense is good enough. Yes, I would agree. The thing that we run into every year is we run into the Chiefs or the Bills in the first round, and we just piss down our leg.
Right. But I think the Chiefs are lower scoring now. We should touch on this. DeAndre Hopkins, does he have anything left in the tank?
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay.
I think he has some. Also, I think Cooper Kupp is going to be a Steeler.
Really?
I do. I think the Steelers are going to get him. I really do.
Okay.
I think they'd be foolish not to.
He's not signed long term?
He is, but they want to trade him.
Yeah, because the Rams, you could get a haul for
They're in cap hell. Yeah, they're in cap hell. I
agree with that.
They're done.
Imagine if the Chiefs get him.
Kupp and Hopkins? Oh, my God. That'd be crazy.
That's like rehab.
They could.
They
could.
The Chiefs rehab. You go to the Chiefs and you just become a star.
I know. It's insane.
That's what's scary. We'll end on this. I'll give you this for the last thing, too. The Chiefs are scary that they're 5-0 or 6-0, whatever they are, and they're not playing well. And Mahomes is playing bad.
Yeah, it's insane. It's just
nuts.
like they just find every which way to beat you, no matter whether it's offense or defense. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll get into Stoolvivor. Shout out to DraftKings. Go bet your touchdowns. Bet our parlays. 13-1, 12.5, 12.32 to 1. We got some things cooked up. Follow Jerry. He's been hot with the touchdowns. Nice hit on the 40K last week, Jerry.
Yes, that was big.
Yeah. Nice hit for that. So enjoy it, and we'll be in touch next week. Shout out to DraftKings. This is House Call with Jerry and Terry.